Hey you, come on, sit down. You're sitting at the grown-ups table. I'm your host, Jesse Pimpinella, and as always, my partner in crime,
John Jacobs.
Thank you so much, and a happy Wednesday to everybody. We're very excited for today's show. Number one, John's back. I'm excited.
I'm back. Yes, it's this crazy schedule, guys. But last Wednesday was my daughter's 10th birthday. She had a great time. Got a whole bunch of toys she wanted. Got a hoverboard, which was awesome. I learned how to ride it. It only took about 20 minutes. There is a video on my wife's phone of my first attempt, which is hilarious. I need to get it off her phone in high definition before I post it. And I told everybody that I am actually going to release that on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, now's your time. Because as soon as I get my hands on that HD video, it's going out to everybody.
I gotta get out there. I gotta get on that. I didn't know you were on TikTok, man. It'd be awesome.
I mean, I just started over the summer. It started out just watching videos. It's like I didn't understand it at first, type thing. And then I started watching some and I'm like, okay, I kind of get this. And then I started making a couple of me just 40-year-old dad life stuff, diving off a diving board, just crazy stuff. And I kind of got into it, got some, views and, so just kind of been doing it ever since. I don't post a lot, maybe one video a month, if that. I think it's actually been a couple months since I posted my last video. But yeah, it's actually kind of fun. And it's way easier to waste time on TikTok than it is YouTube because the commitments are so short. It's just seconds. And you're just like, oh, that was a 30-second video. Let me watch another. Let me watch another. Let me watch another. And then an hour goes by. You're like, oh, my God, I've done nothing but watching horse ferrying videos for an hour. How did this get into my algorithm? I don't know, but I could reshoe a horse right now if I needed to. So, I don't know. A crazy opening discussion to have. But dude, TikTok's actually really fun when you learn it. And you stop resisting it because it's the new thing or the kids are doing it. Oh, I hate TikTok. I don't understand it. You know how all the people are.
Yeah.
Get off it and just try it because I used to be one of those people. And then I started using it. I'm like, wow, this is actually really fun. So there you go.
There you have it. So real quick, just wanted to tell everybody, make sure you like and subscribe. Check us out. Tomorrow's episode will be on YouTube. Like and subscribe that if you're watching it right now, so the algorithm can know where we are and spread the joy to everybody. Now, today we have a very fun topic we're going to be talking about.
We do.
We're talking about new horror movie roundup. So I think because of everything that happened in the last year pandemic, a lot of movies got held back. So now we're having this kind of almost like an explosion renaissance. We're having Chucky, the TV show. We have Scream 5 on its way. We have Halloween Kills. And we have way more stuff that's on the horizon. I mean, the Evil Dead movie, a lot of one-hit wonders that are on a lot of streaming services. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to dissect it. But make sure you comment on any opinions you have of what we're talking about or whatever movies you thought were pretty cool, we'd like to talk about.
Sorry about that. I was just getting our link posted where I can. Just want to let everybody know if you're not on Slasher, jump on Slasher. It's a social media dedicated to not only fans of horror, but also people who make horror, whether that's TV, film, podcasts, radio, written, whatever it is. It's a great social media for anybody who does horror or loves horror. Jesse and I are both on there. We've been in there, not from the beginning, but pretty close from the beginning.
Pretty close.
And it's a really fun app. So I was just posting our show link there since it's a horror-themed show. And check out Slasher if you love horror or you create horror. It's a great place for that. And be patient with the app. It's, it's not Facebook, but it's so much better in my opinion because just the like-minded people you're with, and it's just all about the horror and the fandoms. So, be patient with how the app grows and evolves and just really get involved with it because it's a ton of fun. So anyway, sorry, I don't want to spend our whole episode talking about Slasher.
I honestly could. Right now, so let's open the floor up to the first topic. This is, I think, John and I have been talking all day passionately about this.
Well, wait. What do you want to start off with that, or do you want to
Okay, all right.
close
So here's what
well,
we're
no,
gonna do.
it's your choice, man. I'll let you. This is your episode, anyways. I'll let you choose.
We'll do Scream 5 first, but let's save this for the last 40 minutes so that we know there's a cutoff time to this, because I feel like this will sync over to everything.
So you're going to be really mad at me. You calling me like 20 minutes ago distracted me from watching the Scream 5 trailer, so I didn't actually watch it yet. So.
How about this? How about this? I'll vamp real quickly, and you watch it real fast on your phone.
I'll step in.
Oh,
yeah.
Derek can step
here. Okay, boot me off so I can watch it, and then I'll come back into the lobby
good.
And let you know.
Sounds good. All right. So with my spooky co-host, Spooky as we call her, it's my wife. So let's talk about the Scream 5 trailer. Now, Han, there was a lot of stuff that happened here. I mean, number one, you got the original trio that's back. You got Dewey, you got Gail, you got Sydney. Mm-hmm. And what appears to be, it looks like the new villain is picking off what appears to be the people that were related to the original killers. Stu, Billy, the mother, Timothy Olyphant, the random stepbrother, not stepbrother, half-brother from the third movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's going to be all the original people, like the original killers. Their families are on the line now. How do you think that's going to work?
I think it's the victims, not the killers.
The victims?
I thought it was just victims.
I thought the victims were related to the killers. Please shed some light if anybody's ever seen that. But it's going to be a very interesting time. I mean, for one, with this, they got the Ghostface Sinister again. He's not jokey.
He wasn't really jokey in any of them.
You see how he chased people? Whoa!
Okay, that was stunts.
Everywhere.
That was stunts. And also, you have to take into consideration who was Ghostface at that time.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Because do you really expect Rowan to be like this awesome distance runner? No, he's a director.
He's a director,
who spent his life work trying to get back at his mom with his mommy issues.
Now, here's an interesting thing. Def brings up that it looks like a copycat kind of story. Do you think that he's trying to remake all the great moments of the first 4 movies? That would be very interesting, actually.
I think they might do like a greatest hits.
Like a greatest hits.
Yeah.
So, Def, thank you so much. That's a good one. Yeah, he's probably gonna, because like, what were some of the great kills? Like, I imagine the TV one will come back from the first movie where they killed TV.
Jesus, I'm trying to remember.
What are some great kills that you guys remember? For me, I think definitely they're gonna bring back someone's gonna get grabbed into the van like Randy did, because that was a hard death to get over. That was a hard one.
I feel like they might. Now they can't recreate Tatum, but I would like them to recreate it.
Ooh, here's a good one. Garage door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Which, by the way, I love how they thought, oh, this is gonna work. I'm gonna go through the doggy door.
Okay, to be fair, high schooler.
Yes, that's it. I just thought that was hysterical. But no, very good choice. That is a definite highlight death in that. So yeah, those are a lot of them. So trying to think of another good one from the third movie. I think we'll get a house explosion. That was pretty good. Where it's like whatever you do, don't turn the light on, and then boom.
I think like the highlight kill out of that one is the mirrors. Remember that
third
secret
movie
passage?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the highlight kill.
That is a highlight kill. Hey, John. So.
Oh God! All right. So look, guys. Seriously.
Oh no!
Listen. How many guys? How many deep, dark family Prescott secrets are we going to have to unravel in, like, the multitude of Scream films they keep making? Like, why do we keep doing this? I don't know. No family is this interesting.
Time out.
Unless they're Skywalkers.
Nope, shut up.
You're right, exactly.
John, did you catch Stu's house at the end of the trailer?
I did, yeah. That was cool.
I don't think it's going to be all about Sydney. I feel like they're going to do like the original plot for Scream 3 that they didn't do, where Stu's the mastermind of everything.
Oh, please.
But so he didn't, technically then he wouldn't have died in the first one, even though we saw him physically dead?
So, okay. To be fair,
they take a lot. They take a lot of
should have
damage.
died like 50 million times, and he's still kicking.
Dewey healed amazingly from that nerve damage in the second movie.
Dude, Dewey's the one that has the Jedi healing. That fucker gets stabbed in the heart, in the spine, in the back, and then still alive. And like now he's like walking all slow motion, like Michael Biehn, like dropping bullets and loading guns. I'm like, what the hell happened to Dewey, man? When did he turn into the Terminator? Like, Jesus.
Okay,
exactly. See,
if you had to live it, I feel like you would turn into the Terminator too.
Well, I just would have done what Sydney did in the third film and just gone off on my own plot of land, which I could secure. Oh, wait, this sounds like another stupid movie we're going to talk about later. But anyways, we'll let that one go for now.
No.
All right, on top.
No, I mean, it looks cool. It definitely looks better than Scream 4. Scream 4 I hated the most out of the original 4, and here's why. Now, Scream 3 I thought was just a stupid plot. Like, oh, family secret. Oh, she was a whore in Hollywood and had an illegitimate kid, and now he's mad at his mom and a sister he never met and a dad he never met. Let me just start killing people in Hollywood. Jenny McCarthy, fuck her. She's dead. So, you know, I hated that one. Yeah, that was before she was an anti-vaxxer.
I know.
Just remember that. She was no longer relevant like she was in the mid-90s, but she wasn't an anti-vaxxer yet, so it was still kind of sad. Anyways, so then, oh, hey, Poopy. So anyways, then we move on to Scream 4, and just, hold on, let me do one of those brow massages here real quick. If I had my glasses on, I'd take those off for a second and then, you know, rub my nose and kind of put them back on and be like, okay. So we took this, like, we shifted back to whiny high school kids, and we made the plot of Scream 4, somebody's pay attention to me. I don't have enough recognition in life, so now I'm going to become a Scream copycat killer when I'm a freshman in high school. I mean, what are we doing with these movies? And so now we get Scream 5, which it seems like a hybrid of Scream 3, the mystery, Scream 4, the high school kids without enough attention in their lives, and then we're just like kind of remaking Scream 1. Like, what's happening here?
I think it's the focus isn't gonna be on Sydney and like the original trio. One of them's definitely gonna die, but I think they're gonna focus on the high schoolers because they all have a connection to the past murders. So like Randy's sister, she had kids, and her kids are main characters in the fifth one. So I think they're gonna like bring a twist that way.
Sounds like we should call up M. Night Shyamalan if we're gonna do some twists here.
So let's jump over to the comments section because I love what's happening here.
I'm looking now. Yeah, we got some good ones here. Let's get these up.
Well, first off, as many as that's how many you have to make.
Yeah, yep. Chuck nailed
it. Dewey is transcended. He did.
Good one, Mikey.
Yeah. He's gonna join the Pantheons. He is. He's gonna be an invisible god slash.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Me too.
I am too, honestly. Dewey lives on forever.
Do a spinoff of Dewey being a slasher and just like hacking everybody through Woodsboro. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
I would too.
No one took me serious.
Notice Chuck's Commando reference there to one of our favorite villains of all times.
Bennett,
played by Vernon Wells, great character actor.
Oh man, so great comments, everyone. We got one more. Someone thinks the trope for this movie will be soft reboot. Which
wait, what? How is it a soft reboot when it's literally a continuation and that's all explained in the trailer? How do we get a soft reboot from that?
Oh, we get to do a flashback now from a past episode. So remember we talked about reboots.
Yeah,
that meaning has been bastardized so much it has multiple meanings. So the familiar reboot word means to totally just reboot everything.
Like Ghostbusters.
Like Ghostbusters. But nowadays, soft reboot can mean a continuation of continuity with a different core cast.
I have a feeling you're going to try to use this argument against me with these shitty Halloween movies.
Oh,
Listen,
come on.
go.
Sarah, you know that the original Halloween is not only my favorite horror film, but Michael Myers is my favorite horror killer. And I'm here to say right now, those 2 Halloween films were crap. And I can't wait to talk about it.
On topic. Everybody back to your corners.
Yeah. So, and I see Def is agreeing with you, which, yeah, I get what you're saying. But at the same time, like, it's still a continuation because it's the same settings.
Force
It's
Awakens.
Sydney and Dewey, and I forget what Courtney Cox's character's name even is. Because she's forgettable. So, you know, I mean, she is. And, like, look, I don't like to knock on people's looks, but how much plastic surgery is she going to have? Seriously. Just let it happen.
Friends' money can afford.
People, stop messing with your faces. Just let whatever's going to happen. Can we please? Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways.
Shep said it best. It's the Force Awakens type of soft reboot. I mean, both movies,
that wasn't a reboot either. That was just a continuation
both
of
movies were about a droid with plans to destroy a Death Star, getting sent to somebody on some poor podunk country planet, and then they join the rebels.
But they have the what happened in the previous film still happened in that, the characters and everything. That's not a reboot. It's a continuation.
It's a soft reboot.
But it literally happened after the stories and contained the same characters.
It's rebooting people's interest in the franchise.
Whoa. Star Wars does not need to reboot people's interest in the franchise. One of the most lucrative franchises in the world, man.
Listen. They needed to because, number one, there's people that didn't know Star Wars. Number two, some people didn't forgive Jar Jar Binks. All right, there's still people that haven't forgiven him. So they needed to bring back people's interest in it. All right, and they played George Lucas's playbook to a T because guess what? We brought in a cute little robot. Oh my God! Stop blinking.
All right, that was just my brain resetting and rebooting. My bad. It was a soft reboot, Jesse.
Yeah,
it's the same brain, but it's a soft reboot. You know, I'm doing stuff differently now. So it's a soft
but you're continuing what you're doing. So you just proved me right.
Still drinking this beer, still arguing with you.
You essentially just proved me right.
Did I?
You did.
Okay, I'm glad I could. There we go. But listen. In terms of, serious now, going back to the Scream trailer, I am interested. I'm definitely going to watch it. I think it looks better than 3 and 4. I don't think it'll top 1 or 2, but I'm definitely interested. And it might end up being a theater view. I don't mind seeing the Scream films in the theater. I think that actually adds a little bit to it.
It does.
So I'm totally good with that. I mean, yeah, I'm ripping on it because that's what I do. But at the same time, I'm still going to go see it. Just like I watched those shitty Halloween films. So,
God.
I still watched them. I still gave them a chance.
Back to your corners. I feel like that reference constantly tearing the fighters apart.
All right.
All right, back to your corners, everybody. All right. Take it. We're going to get to at the 40-minute mark, people. I promise you, we're going to talk about it. Everybody chill. All right. So
I think we're going to need a good 30 minutes, Jesse.
All right. Let's
a lot to unpack.
Let's blow through Chucky real quick.
I don't want to blow through Chucky. I want to talk about Chucky.
So the Chucky series, just so everybody knows, this is a.
So Sarah says about Chucky, but then got mad at me for not liking the Scream 5 trailer, with I brought off very valid points.
Okay. With the Chucky TV show, I don't give a fuck about those kids.
All right, kill them all. I'm with you. Kill them all.
Kill them. Bring Fiona Durr and Jennifer Tilly back. Go on with the goddamn storyline. I don't care.
I want to slaughter the whole school. I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. I want that in the finale. Whole school is wiped out. Middle school gone.
Can we not say that on Facebook right now? Can we just please not say that?
It's fiction, guys. It's fiction. Hey, FBI, if you're watching, we're just joking.
Which is really funny.
Are we?
Because we were watching Scream 2, and we were just thinking about, for the amount of times that a psycho killer attacks the high school, that must be their universe's version of a school shooting.
Yeah.
Like, all right, everybody, we got a whodunit lockdown. Everybody lock it down.
Oh, man, that's the 8th one this year. What the hell, man?
Who has a fucking personal vendetta this time?
Right. I thought we got all the crazy kids out of this school. Now there's another one killing everybody. What'd you guys do to him?
Oh my God.
Wouldn't let him be on the swim team anymore, so he started killing people. Yeah, I mean Death got it. I mean, I don't give a fuck about those kids. Like, that's where it's at, man. Like, that's where we're at with it.
So
shit,
anyways,
that was good. Good job, Sarah. That was great.
So going back to this, so the Chucky series is a continuation off of Cult.
Oh wait, is it a soft reboot or is it a continuation?
You know what?
It's all new characters, Jesse.
Curse of Chucky was a soft reboot.
Look, after 3, then I was kind of done with it. I mean, I watched them, but it's really about 1 through 3.
Yeah.
It's just the Andy story. Like, that's all we really needed. We didn't need all the having birth children and converting other people to dolls and I don't want to get into what happened.
Anyways, so for those, just to give the biggest background on Chucky, so movies 1 through 3 trying to get into the body for Andy's body, because he's going to take over his body with voodoo. Yep. 4 through 5, Chucky gets married and has a kid. And he's technically Japanese.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Because I did too. In Japan.
It's the worst movie.
But when they show him being constructed in the first 3 movies, he's totally being made in an American factory. So now I'm confused.
It's because what happened was in the Seed of Chucky, that's not the original doll. That's a Hollywood movie.
Okay. Sorry. Like I said, I only watched those movies once. For me, it's all about 1 through 3. So okay, I got you.
And then Curse of Chucky is a kind of a soft reboot, new thing, and it brings it all the way to an insane asylum where Chucky has figured out how to multiply himself with a different spell. Now,
oh man, like that comedy with Michael Keaton when he kept cloning himself.
Yeah. Each of the dolls ended up having
Multiplicity. That's what it was called.
Multiplicity.
Oh, great comedy. Check that out. That's a great comedy.
All right. So, hold on a second. I've got something. Let's be honest. We only really need the original.
Yeah,
Come on. Well, but hold on. Child Play 2, come on.
Well, I mean, look, Child's Play 2 was good because, Phil, how's it hanging, Phil? I mean, that was great. And, like, Chucky terrorizing that teacher, like, all that was cool, and the ending was really cool with, like, the, not really, it said the foster sister or whatever, and them battling in the factory. And so, like, that was really cool. Yeah. But 3 wasn't as cool, but it was a conclusion of the Andy story, Hey, look. We had to grow the kid up at some point. And look, the actor that played him went on to play Jimmy Olsen and Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. So he did okay for himself.
He did. Now, so this one, it looks like Chucky is coming back to his hometown where he was born.
Yeah.
It looks like there's something. It looks right now, all trains are going to collide. You got Andy that's coming that way. You got Jennifer.
Well, we don't know Andy's coming or doing anything right now.
Well, yeah,
so
Andy's still stuck in the institution.
No, the phone call.
How do you know that's Andy? That's just voice.
Andy's voice.
It's a voice. I mean, I assumed it was Andy, but no one's told me it's Andy yet. So
it's his voice. Let's stop lying to ourselves. That was Andy's voice. He's asking about the doll.
I mean, he abruptly got off the phone and never called the guy back, even though the doll's about to kill him. Like, fuck you, Andy. You're not trying hard enough to save this kid. His dad just got murdered. You can't even call him back? Oh, yeah, spoilers, by the way, on episode 1 of Chucky. Sorry, guys.
Way to go.
All right. Insane asylum. Like, he could have been in the insane asylum. He lost his phone privilege, or he got a phone. He stole a phone.
He lost his. No, Andy, you cannot use the phone for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, they do that in psych wards, so it's not that far off.
So there you go. See, I thought about this. Sure. Nigel, thanks for having my back. Brad Chucky was a goddamn treasure.
That's my favorite out of the series.
Where's the dislike button? Come on.
See, Chuck agrees with me.
Chucky. All right. Yeah, but for anyways, it just seems like everybody. It's this ultimate battle is going to happen. They're building it.
Sure.
Get to it. Like, I don't care.
But
Sarah, it's episode 1. They have to build some type of foundation.
She's impatient.
I don't care about the
Look, they humiliated that bitch. that was getting on what's his face for being poor when he really wasn't poor. Okay. Yeah. So she got what she deserved. The dad got what he deserved for being a drunk asshole to his son that clearly needs his father to help him navigate his life. So the way I see it is we're just course correcting this kid's life. He moved into the rich house, which is horribly decorated for rich people. And he's just about to go on the uppity up. He's about to get a car. He's about to get better clothes, better friends. Like, this is all necessary for him to better his life.
Chucky has done more for him than his father, if you think
exactly. Exactly. There you go.
Because he's giving him murder lessons.
Yep.
He does.
He's teaching him how to be a man. That's what's happening. He's being a man.
Yeah, so you know what? But one of the nice things about this horror movie franchise is that it's been retained in the same hands since the very beginning, Don Mancini, which is a very huge rarity in horror movies. You know what I mean? I think the only other rarity that has that is Evil Dead with Sam Raimi and all that. But you think about like
Scream up until 5.
Scream up until 5. You had Nightmare on Elm Street up until 1 and 3, and then the final Nightmare. Because Wes Craven went in and out of that franchise. And I'm talking about.
He sure did.
Okay.
When you want to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, where they were literally writing the script as they were shooting it.
Oh, I didn't say that was a good movie. I didn't say it. And then you had Halloween, and then Texas Chainsaw. The writers switched hands like every 5 seconds.
Oh yeah.
So with the Chucky thing, it was really cool that this movie has stayed in that kind of same vein. And you still have Brad Dourif as Chucky, which I'll give for the reboot. While I did not like the reboot, Mark Hamill did a fantastic job.
Yeah, Mark Hamill did great, as he always does voice acting.
Yeah.
But my God,
it was Terminator.
Way to make a Chucky movie not a Chucky movie. I mean, who the hell's idea in that meeting was like, I got it. We're not gonna have him be possessed like what everybody wants. We're just going to have somebody get really mad and flip his switch to evil. And some other executive was like, well, we greenlit sharks inside tornadoes, and that did really good for Ian Deering's career comeback. Let's go ahead and do the on-off switch for Chucky.
Yeah, I'll admit that was dumb. That was
so stupid.
All right, let's jump.
What is happening here, right? Like, what is this?
Did we just all agree on something?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to change in a little bit. Let's go to the comments section. We can agree on that. I think we can agree the version of Chucky doll looks. Yeah.
Totally agree, Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is a troll question.
Hold on. Nigel, the reason I say yes is no, I don't know if I can say yes because what's her face? Heather Langenkamp, or however the hell you pronounce her last name. Langenkamp. Yeah, thank you. She came back a couple of times, so there is continuity there. But each movie was about a different plot and different characters. So I don't know. I guess I could agree that it could be a soft reboot, but I could actually see it as being reboots. I don't know. It's hard to. That's a very fine line. That takes a little more discussion than the time we have on this show, to be honest. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. Well, Nigel.
You asked me, Nigel. You asked me a question, and I was answering it, and now you're telling me to stop? What?
All right.
I'm confused.
Well, Nigel just gave us the perfect transition for our next topic. So
wait, hold on. So Chucky predictions.
Yeah.
I want to see him kill as many kids as possible that deserve it.
Yeah.
I want to see him help all the other kids pick themselves up from the bottom and go to the top. I want to see that rich family killed, all three of them, the mom, the cheating mom, the dad, and that asshole cousin. I want them all dead. And I want the kid to take over that house and decorate it correctly. And then let's kill all those kids in the school that are assholes. And let's make that other kid's podcast the most listened to podcast in America that exceeds over Joe Rogan's the Joe Rogan Experience and knocks his ass down to number 3, while That Kid in Hack and Slash is number 1. That's what I want to see out of the Chucky series.
I agree to all that. Everything 100%. I also want to add that I would like to see the main character kid have a Jeff Dunham-like career with Chucky.
Oh my God.
I mean, that was hilarious. Oh, by the way, how are they getting away with multiple F-bombs in one episode on cable TV?
I have no clue.
They have an agreement. Nowadays, after 10 o'clock nowadays, you can get away with it.
You can. You're right. Because remember, South Park would always show their uncensored ones after 10, but it used to be midnight. So they dialed it back a little bit more, which awesome.
We were watching Ryan Murphy's one feud. Stanley Tucci I clocked it at 10:02 said the C word as loud as he could, not like a cute like under his breath, like he was like summoning the Kraken, like like you could hear the hate in his voice. So yeah, no, they can get away with a lot of stuff now. But yeah. So anyways,
put up. Yeah, what was that crap? Like, how many times is she gonna Google that? I love Mikey's comment right there. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And yeah, there you go. Here, yeah, Nigel, I've been on a list for 10, 15 years easily, so this is nothing new. They've already got a file on me, so I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
All right, so here's the good transition that Nigel gave us. Let's use it. Same board. We said, just to frame it, why would they make a Chucky that malfunctions? The same boardroom that greenlit the Halloween movies without Michael Myers. So now let's talk about the what is going to take up the rest of this show. And I feel like I'm just going to become a referee because I think this
No. I mean, I'm very direct and I don't hold back punches, but it doesn't mean I can't be civil and have a conversation.
So Halloween Kills, while it wasn't the greatest movie, is definitely a top 5 watch that does something different than every other Halloween movie. It gives us the mob mentality of Haddonfield now, and it makes Michael sort of the protagonist because he had a journey. He had a journey. Journey. Okay, John, just say what you want to say.
No, I'm waiting for you to tell me about Michael Myers' journey that he had.
It was a journey just to look through a fucking window.
That's it.
No, that's nothing.
I mean, I gotta agree with Sarah. Like, that's really all he wanted to do was go back to his sister's room and look out the window. Like that's all he wanted to do. What kind of plot is that?
I understand he's like a sociopath, but there is nothing saying that his brain functioning has declined over the past 40 years.
Yeah.
So the obsession with the window is kind of stupid. From my point of view.
I thought you were going to be on my side.
No, I hated the window thing. I hated the window.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We need to structure this conversation.
Okay, so real quick, let me frame the window. Literally, puns.
We're still on the window? I thought we were done with that already.
Has anybody ever had a shitty day at work and you just look out the window and thinking like, I'm fucking home and I'm happy?
Sure.
That's Michael. That's the American dream.
He just killed a whole bunch of people. He doesn't give a shit.
He does because Karen stood in the middle. Spoiler alert.
Oh, don't get me started on that worthless character. Oh, wait. Spoiler alerts, guys, because we're about to get into it.
In his defense, she was standing in his spot and he got a little upset. He's a cranky.
Sure, he got upset.
He's pushing 70. He's cranky.
He's like
Has anybody
61.
ever sat? Have you ever sat in grandfather's chair?
70.
He's 61.
Oh, I'm so sorry. 61. Okay, has anybody ever sat in their grandfather's chair and watched them get pissed?
No, I don't think so.
My grandfather got pissed all the time, so maybe it's just.
My dad would get pissed if I was in his chair and he wanted to sit in that. So I'd have to go to the couch that was right next to it.
There you go. So, all right. So let's move on from the window thing. I feel passionate about the window, but John, let's hear your views on Halloween Kills.
Well, it's hard because we have to talk about Halloween 2018 since the movies happen right after each other. There's no pause in between. It's essentially one film. So. No. No one's saying anybody's wrong, Nigel. We're just expressing how we felt. it's a movie. Everybody has a right to like or dislike something. So we're not. It's not about who's right and wrong. It's just about conveying why you feel the way you do about something, and I just tend to be a lot more passionate about movies. So that's what you get from me.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind seeing a PowerPoint slide. I just want to throw that out.
Okay. So we had probably the worst setup I think I've ever seen in the Halloween 2018 movie. I mean, I don't even know what the hell that movie was about. Was it a comedy? Was it action? Was it horror? Was it sci-fi? Was it a family movie? I don't fucking know, because it couldn't make up his mind. So I had no idea how to even take Halloween Kills, because it happens right after it. To me, it's the same fucking thing. I don't even know what's going on. And then we have all these characters that do absolutely nothing in this movie. Those documentary people, the fuck were they doing? Absolutely nothing. Pointless. Get rid of them. Why are they even in here? That Groucho looking motherfucker that was the new Loomis and was trying way too hard. And then, hey, let's get M. Night Shyamalan to write a twist in here, and now he's going to become the killer. What the fuck is happening here? This is not Halloween. This is somebody who just sat there and was just like, oh, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, this is really good. Oh, it's going to be a soft reboot. Oh, my God. Yes, absolutely. Oh, yeah, there we go. We can change that. No, we'll keep that. And, oh, yeah, let's add this guy in there. And, hey, let's have all these characters no one cares about. Oh, wait, who's the main character of these two movies? Because I can't figure it out.
I mean, Laurie is the main character in 2018.
Is she, though? Because I'm pretty sure Michael Myers gets way more screen time than she does.
Okay, fair.
Fair, yeah.
But
everybody loves the monster.
But we got like and I'm not going to say epic because I feel like you're going to tear it apart. But the final battle between her and Michael at the end of 2018 constitutes the main character status.
I do agree with you there. But it took us almost the whole movie to get to that moment. We didn't have those moments during the journey. We got those moments in the conclusion. And to take what you're saying, I think that contrasts to Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, because a lot of that echoes the same thing. Apparently, Anakin is the main character, but we don't even get to see him until an hour into the movie. So can he even be the main character? Half the movie happens before he even shows up. Now, he does other things later that, lead to the conclusion. And I kind of felt like that's what they did with Laurie. Like, she's there, but she's not really doing anything until the third act. And if you're not really doing anything until the third act, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, that's the main character. Even though I know she is, it didn't come across that way in the film. And I think that's one of the biggest things that bothered me. I wanted it to be, and this is selfish, this is me just talking me, I'm not being objective or anything. I wanted to see Laurie do more and be more of a leader in all this. We had the "your mom's crazy, no I'm not" for 2/3 of the movie, and then in the last third it was like, okay, she was right, everybody was wrong, let's listen to her. We saw this in another franchise that's 30 years plus old now. It's called Terminator. Sarah Connor, same fucking story. Everything's fine in her life, and then all this bad shit happens, and then she beats the bad shit, and then she goes crazy and has a kid, and then she trains her and that kid to kick ass, but she does it too good, and then she gets the kid taken away, and then later on down the road, the bad thing comes again, and they all have to get together and then fight the bad thing again. That really bothered me too.
Okay, I can see that. When you bring up that structure is very, 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 very close. I'll give you that. But for me, this movie was also it was echoing what was happening in society in a way, because now horror movies have always been subverting, and there's always a socio-political message in a lot of these horror movies.
I agree, 100%.
So in this one, what they were trying to emulate was actually the Me Too movement. Because it was something traumatic happened to Laurie 40 years ago. Everyone kept constantly telling her, hey, you got to get over it. It's no big deal. It's just one guy, this and that. And and they used a lot of the hot button sentences that a lot of people would say, to push somebody away.
Okay.
During the Me Too movement. And now Michael's back. Now they're taking it seriously. Now it's in the forefront. So that's what this movie was. Halloween Kill was another subversion of sociopolitical, but before we move on to that, let's stay on topic.
So I agree with you 100% if we're only talking about Halloween 2018, because I do agree with you there. What you framed up makes that works. But Halloween Kills, when they introduced all the other townspeople that were just as pissed off and just as prepared, it kills that argument completely.
No. Kills has a different message. It's a different thing. I was just cutting myself off from talking about Kills because
I apologize for misunderstanding.
No, you're good. You're good. So to clarify, what I said only applies to 2018. Everything else, we'll talk about Kills in a second.
Gotcha.
Kills is different.
I didn't notice Sarah had a Marvel hoodie on. I just looked camo. Nice.
Yeah. Let's jump over to the comment section real quick before.
There's been a bunch popping up here.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. See, I want to know why all these original characters never left town after the tragedy.
Yeah, right. Good job, Tom. Exactly. Wouldn't you leave if that shit happened to you when you were a teenager? Man, I'd be out of there. I'm never fucking coming back to this town again.
But I love how Tommy Doyle is that guy who's still bragging about the touchdown he got senior year. Like, let me tell you guys something. Halloween 78. There it was. Everybody's saying, like, shut up. Stop telling this story for the last 40 fucking years.
Well, shut up, man. Look, if Dennis Nedry hadn't died, he would still be on Isla Nublar working for Jurassic Park, and everyone would be like, Dennis, why are you still here when all this shit went down? And be like, oh, I'm good. Yeah, I just nowhere else to go. Like, the whole fucking town is still there. Like, every person that's alive is still there.
And like, I didn't even know the one nurse was there. Like,
he just grabbed her face in the beginning. Like, he wasn't going to kill her. What the hell?
You know, it was just. But anyways, so let's jump ahead. Let's talk about Halloween Kills. So Halloween Kills, they pull Halloween 2, having it take place in the same exact night. It appears that it started around 11 o'clock, this movie, because the 11 o'clock news kind of was giving us kind of a ticker to figure out what time it was.
Like a 24, like ding, 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 as it like counts down when somebody else is killed. Like, oh my God, we're running out of time.
Instead of having Chloe in Jack Bauer's ear, Michael Myers just has his marching orders in his head. What? Yeah. Kill somebody?
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't know how to use technology, man.
Yeah, I gotta go to my window. God.
Well, like maybe it's like Jason Voorhees, but instead of hearing and seeing his dead mom, he's hearing and seeing his dead sister that he killed.
That would be a very interesting twist if that's what it was, because they do hint at he's receiving some unknown marching orders.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. There was so much exposition in these two movies that it's hard to keep track of all those conversations.
I don't mind him being a motiveless murderer. I like that, to me, because this movie is kind of funny because they told Laurie, like, hey, Laurie, I know this sucks, but maybe this isn't all about you. Maybe Michael is just that random batshit crazy killer that just wants to go home. And they kind of, that's what they're alluding to now, that he was just that, because Hawkins said, like, hey, look, Laurie, he wasn't actually looking for you. The fucking crazy fake Loomis set this all up. You think
Hawkins' character is so problematic to begin with?
So rattle it off. Let's see what you got.
So I would agree with that if Michael and Laurie didn't have their moment in the first movie. I forget whose house he was in, but it's when she was like running up to the house, everybody's running around the neighborhood. It's She's got a shotgun running down the street, and not one fucking person was concerned about that. And then she's like looking up, and he's there, and they lock eyes. And when they lock eyes, there is unspoken dialogue there. So I find that hard to believe when he said that. It did, and that's my other problem.
I agree.
Even though these movies happen at the exact same time, it's one movie. It's like the Star Wars sequel trilogy. It's like these movies are happening one after another, but you have no continuity to your story. Shit happens in the second movie that has no setup or explanation in the first movie, and vice versa. There's shit that happens in the first one that they do not, like the crazy fake Dr. Loomis. What was the point of that subplot? They did nothing with that.
I actually do know the answer to that. So to just say one thing before I answer that question. Number one, I agree with you. I think Halloween '78, that was a random thing, and then 2018 there was this unfinished business with Laurie. You know what I mean? I think
she survived. He killed everybody but her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to agree with you because I prefer that storyline so much better.
Because that's the motivation for people to latch onto. Now, I'm not opposed to the unmotivated. He's just an evil killing machine, and he's going to do that to anybody he sees. We see that in the other films.
I think
Yeah.
those are
But
parallel.
for the viewer who's going on the journey, right? If there is literally zero motivation, it's hard for you to stay focused then in the story, because you're like, well, then this is all for nothing. It's just all random. And I'm not saying I need specifically structured stories, but I'm not trying to sit through a 2-hour movie that's just random and doesn't mean anything, you know?
Exactly.
I don't know if that makes sense on what I'm saying.
No, I
hope it does.
think somehow the two are parallel. The unmotivation and then the wanting to have unfinished business. I think somehow, like, because they never ever say what it is exactly. They always make you think it could be this and then that and this and that. And I think that mystery is what makes it fun. Now, to answer your fake Dr. Loomis thing, that twist was not in the original script.
Ugh.
So in the original script, the test audience saw the original cut. He does not help Michael escape. It was, in fact, Jamie Lee Curtis's character Laurie that accidentally caused it. So when she's there, feeling the trauma and everything, she takes some sort of action in trying to kill Michael, but that causes the prison escape. And the test
that would have been way better than what we got. That would have been amazing.
Audience panned it because they were upset that Laurie caused all those murders. Because she caused it technically.
Yeah.
Well, but think about how great of a story that would be. You're essentially the lone survivor from this massacre. The whole town is trying to get over it, and you fuck it up for everybody. Like, to me, that's way more interesting of a story to go down.
I guess we'll never know.
Way more.
But that's what the original storyline was. So, but yeah, so I just wanted to answer that question. But
I would have much preferred that. Oh man, I'm just thinking now, like, holy shit. That would have been, Halloween 14 in space. We're going to get it. Guaranteed, Tom. You watch. We're going to get it. It only took 4 Critters movies to get to space. How many Michael Myers movies? It took 10 to get Jason into space. So how soon are we going to get Michael Myers space? We're at movie number 9, I think. We're almost there.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I wouldn't mind seeing. I liked Halloween 3 unapologetically. I loved it.
Well, it was what I liked about it is it was a fish out of water about a horror movie that then added realism to the horror movie, but then also was more of a realistic setting, and then there was magic. So it's just like, this was crazy. This probably Halloween 3 probably takes place on Earth 769. You know,
yes.
That's probably the Earth it takes place on.
Where Halloween 1 and 2 are actual movies.
Yes.
I forgot they did that.
I love how John Carpenter was like, I'm going to make sure they don't make the universe. I'm going to make sure. Because he wanted to make anthology movies, but they fucked him out of that. So
yeah, with Halloween 2. I really wish they didn't do Halloween 2 the way that they did. And I feel like Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, they took all the things from like Halloween 2 that were just ruined the Michael Myers character. Like those tracking shots that stay on him, I hated that in Halloween 2. Because Halloween 1 was all about not seeing the shape. That's what's more scary. And when you do see him, there's always a in the music or like some type of like sound, and it's all crazy, and there's tension. There's a sense of like atmosphere to where you're just fucking scared. And there is like weight to the feeling of not knowing what's going to happen, that Michael Myers is behind the curtain. He's going to pop out at any minute, but you didn't see him get there. You don't know for sure. And none of that was replicated in any Halloween movie that followed. And it's not replicated in this. And that pissed me off. Because if you want to make a movie that retcons everything after the first movie, I'm all for that. But you have to stylize your film in a way that also, I'm not going to say is a copy, but there needs to be some harmony there. There needs to be some cohesion there. And when they essentially just put Michael Myers on as many frames as they could, it's like, this is not Halloween. This is not Michael Myers. We don't see him. I feel like I know the fucking guy now. Like, I'm not supposed to know him. I'm not supposed to know him at all. And so that bothered me a lot. I'm like, he is getting so much screen time. It's almost like they made him like a superhero, like all the slow-mo shots of coming out of buildings and like killing 15 people at once and choreography. And I'm like, this is not Michael Myers, man. He kills one person from the shadows as quick as he can and he moves on to the next one. We don't know how he got there and we don't know how he got to the new part. And I don't like seeing him all the time. It made me not fear Michael Myers. And we're supposed to fear him. He's the boogeyman. And I didn't feel like he was the boogeyman at all in these new movies.
I would say in 2018, he still freaked me out, and I thought he was the boogeyman. Halloween Kills, I'm iffy on.
I agree on Halloween Kills. But then again, they try to make him the protagonist more than anything else.
Stop doing that, please. Stop writing scripts.
I don't think we're going to do that again. I
don't think they will.
I think they did it for this movie because one of the things they were trying to subvert for this movie was the idea of the political or socio boogeyman that a group of people could have. So we live in a generation now where, there's like petitions left and right to stop something, end something. There's a mob mentality that is on Twitter. There's all kinds of stuff like that with the whole canceling and everything. So they were trying to make something where there was something that this community could not stand and they hate. And you watch this community become the monsters that they are. By reacting to something violently rather than smart. So that's what they were trying to subvert with this.
Yeah.
So could they just make a brand new movie and put that political message in it? Why the fuck do they got to politicize Halloween? Just make a completely different movie and then do that.
Okay, if you look on Jamie Lee Curtis's Instagram, she's very politically active.
And she executively produced the film.
Yeah, I get that. But that doesn't mean you got to put it in your Halloween movie, okay?
You know what? She was just having a moment, man.
That's fine. I get it. And hey, look, she made the movie. So, I didn't make Halloween. So, all this is just opinion here. So, I didn't make the movie. But, I don't know. Like, I admit that I had high expectations because I loved the first film so much. And I love all the shitty movies that came after it. And I'll tell you right now, I fucking love the Busta Rhymes Halloween.
Oh.
That end battle where they're fighting, he gets electrocuted. Amazing. Busta Rhymes ninja kicked him into those wires and he got electrocuted. And that movie also has that fucker Kevin from American Pie who gets a knife in his head, and that's just so satisfying. Kevin, you're dead. Get out of here. Go back to American Pie.
Oh my God.
I just love how he's like, "You guys ready for the next step?" Next step is getting stabbed in the face by Michael.
Yeah. So it's like they are what they are, but and like I said, I'll admit that I try not to have certain expectations. That way I'm obviously not let down. But there are certain, Star Wars, I have expectations. Star Trek, I have expectations. Alien, I have expectations. Halloween, I have expectations, And I think that's fair. Because I think on big franchises like this, it's okay to have expectations. And I just was really disappointed. I think it's kind of like when you get bad grades and you get bad grades so often that your dad just looks at you and he's like, "I'm just disappointed." And that hurts way worse than getting grounded for 2 weeks because you didn't do your homework. Because that's like, oh, okay, But when your dad looks at you in the eye and he's like, "I'm done. I'm disappointed." You're like, "Oh God, that just hurts so much worse." I felt disappointed with these films. And like at the end of the first one, Lori had 40 years to prepare her house, and like the doors, like that was really cool. Like the perimeter, like the floodlights, like the lockdown, all that shit was cool. The secret room in the basement, that was cool. I have no idea why in 40 years she only collected 10 like random like antique shotguns. Like where were the high-tech military weapons she should have had by this point? We'll let that go. But you took that and you turned it into some like Dr. Evil death trap where Scott's just like, so you're gonna close the door and just assume they die? I have a gun. Let's just go shoot them together and be done with it. Like that was the ending for Halloween 2018. And then it happened. He escaped the Dr. Evil trap. Why would you do that? Everybody in this town has a gun, but no one can shoot straight and hit Michael Myers. Like, come on, guys. I need you to do better in these movies. I really do.
He got shot at the end of Halloween Kills like a lot, and then he just popped back up like it was nothing.
Yeah, but Sarah, it took us almost 4 hours to get him shot. So, I mean, and like everybody had a gun in that movie. Even the kids had guns in that movie, and they still couldn't shoot him in the head and finish it. Like,
so real quickly, I just want to put these comments up, but then I got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I got some cool stuff I want to show you guys with regarding Halloween. So, sorry, Colin said. Yeah, so this is where they're talking about the bullying, misunderstood people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So,
yep.
Good eyes.
Exactly, Desiree.
Now I'm going to show you guys something that's pretty cool that I've been looking up about these movies, because these movies are fantastic. Now, one of the highlights that everybody has talked about was Loomis appearing in the movie.
Didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything, but it was fun. But now, here's something interesting. That was actually practical effects. That was not at all. There was no.
They just did makeup and like prosthetics.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did a great job. I mean, it looked exactly like him. So
I'm gonna pull it up real quickly so I can show everybody what it was.
This isn't gonna get our feed terminated for copyright shit, is it?
No, it's an Instagram picture.
Got it.
So we're gonna be.
We're safe to share those.
Yeah, it's safe to share those. It's Facebook. It's me sharing more Facebook technically.
Yeah, I just remember when our infamous Shark Week episode, only like 10 people got to see it because we couldn't post it after it aired.
It was the sound that got it.
But hey, for those 10 people, they got a nice exclusive.
They did. They got a very nice exclusive. So
it's the lost episode of At the Grown Ups Table. We have a lost episode, Jesse.
I love that. So yeah, look at that.
No, they did a hell of a job. I mean, it just look at that. That's incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's that's talent right there. You want to talk about the talent of Hollywood makeup artists? There you go, right there. That's some fucking talent.
That is why those guys get Oscars. That's why.
Yeah, I just wish he did something in the movie instead of just like, I'm acting, and then that was it, you know.
Yeah, me and Sarah joke around just that the amount of times we feel that Loomis malpractices a lot.
Yeah, he's a horrible doctor. How has he not been sued by now?
I just love at the end of 4, he's like ready to shoot like a 6-year-old kid. No context. The kid could have been fucking attacked.
He's ready.
He's running up the steps like, I got this.
I totally forgot about that. Oh my god, he was ready to kill that kid. He straight up was ready to kill that kid.
Dude, that kid was no. Then I love like you see that in the Halloween Kills, he's got Michael Myers in an execution position with the gun.
Yeah, and then Hawkins, another completely wasted throwaway character that they could have done something really cool with. Hey, let's just have this guy get stabbed, but then not die, just so he can give some exposition to Laurie at the end that ended up being irrelevant. Neat.
Yeah.
By the way, Shep wanted to join in on the whole idea about the house. They should have had sharks with lasers. You're right.
Mean, tell me that was not a Dr. Evil death trap.
Oh my god!
I gotta give him that. It was Dr. Evil death trap. They literally. I would have sat there. I would have shot down there just to make sure this guy fucking.
There were gaps in the bars. that like a child can fit through. Why did you not just shoot him? And then like I love how when at the end when everything catches on fire, the whole room is engulfed and like you see him burning. But then when the fire department people go to put out the fire, it's just little like fire logs off to the side and like nothing's melted, everything's fine. I'm like, wait a minute. This is like a 5-alarm fire. The whole house is engulfed. But then when we go inside, it's like, a little bit of fire just here. Oh, it's so easy for Michael to survive. I'm like, wait, what? Like, again, this makes no sense.
Yeah, but I think the one thing that Michael hit very hard on is the masks were.
Yeah, they were better.
Absolutely, totally agree. Nothing is worse than the. Can we all agree the worst mask is Halloween 5?
Oh,
the one that looked like it was from Dollar Tree.
Yep. What was so funny about those masks, like we were at Spirit of Halloween about a few weeks ago, and I wanted to buy a Michael Myers mug. And
I have my mask downstairs. I'll bring it for the next show. It's a good one.
Bring it for the next show. I got the mug and I refused to buy it because it was the Halloween 5 mask, and I was like, nope, screw that.
Yeah, no, can't do it.
Tuck your mask in. Tuck your mask. Look what it.
Not only that, but it was like pure white. It was like silky smooth. There were no features on it whatsoever. And like the hair looked like hair from like a 1983 Barbie doll.
Yeah.
It's just like you didn't even try. I know you had a budget for this.
Yeah. I mean, just get the mask right. Just get the mask right and I'll be happy.
Yeah. Well, that's why I really like the mask in Rob Zombie's remake. Now, I did not like the second one, but the first one I very much enjoyed. Second one, no way. First one, I really enjoyed, and I loved the mask. I felt like the mask was amazing in that. It was really good. I liked that mask, and I liked the mask in Resurrection, guys. I'm not going to lie. Again, Resurrection coming back up.
That was a good mask. I think, but going back to Rob Zombie's, like there's a 4-hour documentary about him making that movie, and watching how passionate he was about getting details correctly.
Oh, yeah, he was.
It makes me love that movie even more. So that's something I have to watch soon.
The one thing, though, that irritates me about Rob Zombie's, the second movie, why the fuck did he put his wife in it?
She goes in every movie. She's going to be the lead in Munsters.
I know.
So she goes into every movie.
We're going to see Lillian Munster's butt crack.
I don't want to see that.
We're not. Look, guys, I honestly think that because it's still hush-hush about what kind of movie it's going to be.
It's going to be good. I love it.
I think it's going to be a rated R comic is what I think it's going to be.
I'm really hoping it's just like the typical white trash characters in Rob Zombie movies, but monsters. Like secretly, I would pay a boatload of money. I would risk getting COVID to see it in the theaters if it was white trash monsters.
Well, maybe we'll get William Forsythe showing up again, playing a cameo character, and it'll just be great.
I just wish they could have had Sid play the grandfather. How amazing would he have been for that movie?
He would have, and I think on it, and they probably would have put him in the role, even though I think he's a little bit taller to play the grandfather. I think they still would have put him in the role because I think he would have nailed it.
Herman, get into Dracula. We're gonna get some pussy.
God damn it.
To me, that would have been like perfect. That's all I ever wanted. But anyways. Thank you guys so much for everybody joining in today. This has been a fantastic show. Shep, Michael, Tom, Mike, let's see, Nigel, let's see, Desiree. I said Tom, I said Desiree, I said Michael, I said Def. Thank you so much. Let's see, I don't want to miss anybody. Everybody.
Kelly Krause was watching. Thanks, Kelly and Bob, 2 good friends of mine.
All right, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Ted, thank you so much, man.
Ted.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a very fun show. I really enjoyed it. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Spooky, here for joining me. Thank you so much.
Good job, Sarah.
Thank you.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. This has been a fantastic show. Next week, we got, I believe we got Nigel and Ryan returning to the show. We're going to talk about cult movies and B movies. So I'm very excited about that, everyone. So make sure you tune in and check that out. And again, check this episode out tomorrow on YouTube or when you're actually watching it, and make sure you like and subscribe. But until next time, everybody, I'm Jesse.
I'm John.
And you've been sitting at the grown-ups table. Thank you. Have an awesome night, everybody. Take care. Happy Halloween. Spooky.